So this is another one of the unusual guitars that I have. In fact, on my YouTube channel, which I don't really promote enough, I had somebody ask me what this was. Well, originally it was something like a Kingston or a True Tone or a Silver Tone, something of that nature. And there is a little bit of the original beautiful finish. This guitar was in a car wreck in the 90s, and 98 probably. I bought the guitar in 97, so I didn't even own it that long before it got smashed. And I kept the pieces, and I reassembled it around 2005, 6, somewhere in there. And originally I tried to preserve it as close to how it was. And over all those years, I played it. There's some old videos of me playing some Robert Johnson songs. And my one of my original blues songs, So Tired of Living All By Myself, was played on this guitar. Last year, feeling like it was getting worse and worse and more warped, I ended up removing the fretboard entirely from the guitar neck. I took the guitar apart, sanded it back down, and I did this crazy paint job thing, which is actually a bunch of different leftover artist paints that I had. And I basically just mixed them all together and poured it across the top, and then I polyurethaned it. I rewired all the pickups back together so they'd actually work, because for a long time it really didn't work plugged in. And I reassembled it as a strictly slide guitar. Without the fretboard, I gained all that extra space. When I had the fretboard on it, I actually had this little device. This little metal nut slips on the end side here under the strings over the top of the plastic or bone nut, depending on what kind of guitar you have. And it would raise up the front. And then, of course, with most of these arch tops, you have these floating bridges that you can lift quite a bit. So this guitar has always been sort of one of those that I loved, so I just keep keeping it, even though it's clearly way past its normal playability. In fact, you might have noticed, those are washers and just like wood screws holding it together at this point. And these are all original pieces to the original guitar. The body is mostly still there, except for the pieces that were lost in the wreck. I bought this guitar in 97 with the Martin backpacker and a fairly nice 70s Applause deep dish acoustic guitar. That guitar got destroyed. I don't have it at all. The condition of the Martin backpacker, I have another video. It's in very good condition, I think, for its age and amount that it was played. This guitar, I just can't let it go. It's one of those things. Sometimes I think about taking it apart and actually restoring it back into a playable guitar, maybe buying a Telecaster neck and sticking on it, because that's pretty much what this is anyway. But it's been a fun guitar. It's an eye-catching guitar now, especially. And like I said, on the YouTube, people were asking what it was. I had some direct messages. What exactly are you playing? So I thought it'd be interesting to add that to the Facebook. So anyway, that's just one more of the unusual guitars I own here from the garage.